Great day, guys. So today we're gonna go over foundational abdominal exercises. The reason being is because even though you come in here and I'm mixing some abdominal exercises while you're here, even doing them just 3 times a week, that is great as a foundation, but at the same time, you can still excel, all right? So I'm gonna give you 5.5 because there's a couple of that overlap, but 5.5 exercises that you can use to strengthen your core faster, all right? Remember, these are for beginners or people that are just laying a foundation for their core, so make sure you pay attention. And if you have these down, then wait for the advanced abdominal exercise videos that I will release soon, all right? Follow with me. So first one we're gonna do is single leg lifts.
All right, so first of all, your back needs to be flat to the floor. Palms are gonna be facing down, okay? Now, I want you to extend your leg so that it's not on the ground, but if you need to, then that's fine. And extend your other leg straight up in the air. And at the same time, you're gonna keep your core or your back flat. Your core is gonna be tight, especially in the lower abdominal area. And then we're just going to switch, switch, switch. All right? Now, if you need to tap that foot on the floor and switch, that's fine. Just tap it and go right back into it. But most importantly, never let your back lift up off the ground. Always keep your lower abdominals contracted, and this is gonna help you not only with your abdominals, but also with your lower back strength. All right? So these are the single leg lifts right here. Now I'm gonna go back and reset. Now I want to extend my legs forward, but I still wanna keep my back flat. There we go, just before I feel my back come off the ground, that is my end point. Then I lift up, back down. Lift up, back down. Just like this. All right? So these are definitely a lot harder, and you're gonna feel it throughout your entire abdominis right here on the front, but make sure you go to that sticking point and then lift back up. Do not compromise your back. Make sure your back stays flat to the floor, okay?
All right, now, so that was the one exercise that goes for 2. Now we've got 4 more left. So the next one is gonna be reverse crunches.
Again, my back is flat. My hands are either behind my head, or I can keep my palms face down to the floor laying next to me. So I want to crunch up so that my knees come to my chest, and I can even roll my hips up to really get a greater abdominal crunch, and then tap my heels, rolling up, tap and roll, tap and roll. Now, if you don't feel anything once you are descending your feet down to the ground, then don't do that. If you feel nothing in your abs when that happens, then stop. Just stay right here, roll up, back down, roll up, back down, and really focus on that crunch, because that's what really matters, okay? So those are your reverse crunches.
Crush those things, okay? All right, so going into our third exercise is gonna be penguins.
So your feet are going to be flat, shoulder width apart, so they should be in line with your knees. Your head is down to begin, and your arms are extended next to you, palms facing down. Now I'm going to lift my shoulder blades off the ground, and I'm going to move side to side so that I'm touching about the middle of my foot, and I'm actually extending side to side, and I can feel it in my obliques as well as my middle abdominals, okay? Side to side, keep the shoulders off the ground, all right? There you go. So those are your penguins. It feels amazing, so you know that you're gonna get this burn when I say that.
So definitely enjoy those as well. Now on to our 4th exercise. We got our straight leg sit-ups, which, yeah, pretty much self-explanatory. So you can put your arms up above your head if you're feeling high speed or you're getting used to this, that's great. But for those beginners, go ahead and just keep your arms either next to you or on your thighs, all right?
So what I'm gonna do is come up,
and once I hit my knees, that means I'm pretty much at an L shape. I'm 90-degree angle where my back is straight up, which is cool. I do not want to bend too far forward, because now I'm actually squeezing and putting pressure, downward pressure at that, onto my lower abdominals, and that can actually cause you to have a hernia. So I don't want you to do that at all. So
coming back, coming up just until I touch my knees, and I'm back down. Up and back down. and back down. Now,
Another key thing while you're doing this exercise, especially anything with a upper body movement going towards your legs, you want to breathe out on the way up. The reason being is the same thing I said earlier as far as putting downward pressure on your lower abdominals. You do not want that. It's like squeezing a balloon, basically. All right, so be very careful and
make sure that you do not do that. So coming up,
breathe out,
back down, up,
and breathe out
and back down.
All right, now going into our last exercise for today, we've got the shelf crunches.
So we're gonna keep our back flat again. Make sure your leg to your hip is straight at 180 degrees. Your knees are bent at 90 degrees. Toes pointed up, so that is your shelf. Now, we're gonna put our arms next to ourselves, lift up and touch our shoelaces. So you wanna keep those knees bent at 90 degrees so that you're not compromising the feel that you're getting at the top as far as the crunch. Now remember, make sure you breathe out on the way up. All right? So those are
your shelf crunches. Make sure you do all these exercises that we just talked about, all 5.5. You're gonna do them at least 4 reps of 10. If you can do more, or when you can do more is better yet, then you really wanna hit 20 for every single exercise. 20 is not a lot, trust me. 20 is not a lot. Like my standard is 50 reps. So, and you wanna do at least 3 sets. So that's what, 20 times 3 is 60, 50 times 3 is 150. So your abs can take a lot because you use them all day, every day. They're not going anywhere. You can work out on abs for 6 days a week and you will be fine, okay? So make sure you do these foundational exercises in order to maximize your gains and you're gonna be straight. Matter of fact, you're gonna be great. So if you have any questions about anything, definitely reach out and I'll get back to you. Other than that, you guys enjoy these exercises and as always, be great.